Okay, today is November the 11th, 2016, and we're looking at the Northeast Pacific water vapor loop. We've got high pressure today. It's 30.08 on the barometer. Reason for that is we've got this parked upper level low sitting here, and they're building in high pressure. These weather controllers are building in high pressure right here. You can see that happening to block this system right here, which is moving towards the west coast. This will be blocked, of course. There's already high pressure all built in all through this entire area, and we have another system right behind it. So we can see that the conveyor belt pattern is already set up here. We've got one after another all lined up. The one that was going through here on the last video is way up in Canada right now. We can see that there's a high pressure zone built in right through here, which will prevent this from moving down and getting wound into this giant mid and upper level low. We have a disturbance down here with a 10% chance of hurricane formation. Let's take a look at the rainbow map. You can see all that moisture offshore. Some of that may move in and into Southern California right here. We can see this just slowly moving in. And if that happens, then we're going to see the jets up spraying chemtrails. Here's the western U.S. water vapor loop. We can see this Gale-Force system right here. This has a transmitter on it to prevent this from developing. And we can see there's another transmitter generated blockade right through here, which prevents this system here from mixing with this one. And this system right here, as I mentioned, has been parked for about, this will be the fourth day. This has been sitting stationary right here. This spinning right over, it was right down over East Texas and Mexico. It has moved just slightly to the west, but it's been parked here because of a much larger weather system out here on the East Coast. This thing right here was a giant vortex spinning right off of the East Coast here yesterday and the day before, and that was the reason why this thing here, this vortex, was parked. I didn't want any merging between those two and everything going on right here, which is now moved up. Okay, so we can see this moisture right here approaching Central and Southern California. That may bring us some chemtrails. This could be a threat of rain right here. This could have some rain in it. I don't have the Doppler map pulled up, but it looks to me like we may have a chance of chemtrails later today. All right, here's the surface analysis map. We can see that Gale-Force system right here identified, and that's moving to the northeast. We have a cold front identified, but it's all surrounded by high pressure. We can see that both sides of that cold front have high pressure zones from the transmitters. And then we have low pressure indicated right up near the Bay Area, it looks like. Here's the ocean swell report. And we can see that that system is generating 19-foot swells right off of California. And we've got some larger swells moving in right here, 15 and 12 and 9-foot seas right off California. Those will move in within a day or so. We've got the East Coast map once again. We can see that very large spinning vortex has moved on. This thing right here, they've hit this with a transmitter. It's got a straight edge. This was a large spinning vortex yesterday. Here's the jet stream map for the East Pacific. We can see the pattern. There's a breakup right here where that transmitter is working on the core of that Gale-Force weather system. All the weather is moving up through British Columbia and up into Canada. Here's the sea level map. We have a closed low at the surface level right here. and not a huge area of high pressure. Well, there is right here. We got 1,020 all through this area. That will block this system. But we do have this closed low. They've been allowing these to, usually on the sea level pressure map, we don't see these, but for some reason this season they've been allowing these closed lows to move in. And of course, we're not going to get any rain in Southern California. We've been told that we're going to have hot temperatures through next week, through next Wednesday and Thursday. Hot, dry temperatures. All right, here's the 500 millibar map. We see that low pressure spinning right over Texas and Arizona, or New Mexico. And we've got some squiggly lines right here. That's where the high pressure is setting up through this area. We were looking at that on the big map. Let's go back to the big map again. We can see that. Right here is where all that transmitter activity is taking place, right through here. So they're setting up high pressure in this region right here to blockade this mid and upper level low from what's happening here. This is moving in. And that high pressure will prevent these two from merging. And of course, that will prevent rain from getting into the southwest down here and into California. Let's go back to the 500 millibar map. We can see the squiggly lines, and that indicates varying degrees of high and low pressure intermixing because of these transmitters setting up the high pressure blockade through here to separate these two weather systems. Now here's the 300 millibar map, and we see that upper level low right there, and we've got squiggly lines and very odd looking returns all through a portion of Nevada and down through California. So we'll keep an eye on things, and we'll do another update possibly tonight or tomorrow. In the meantime, we'll just leave it right here. This should be a rainmaker. Got a cold front right through here. Got some moisture moving in. Okay, so that's it. Do another one later.